December 15th, 2021, star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. This is the first time I've ever witnessed on television a speech or spoken word about a tornado. I live in an area between Queens and Long Island that have not seen many. I've not heard of many. I've not witnessed any. I've seen some of the aftermath. Sometimes the locals will say a hurricane as opposed to a tornado. Like, I don't know what makes the difference. No, there's been no teaching on that kind of stuff at Earth Science. We didn't really get a very in-depth or continual education on that. So here they're speaking, they use a term EF, I thought it was EF0, but the weather person says EF0, and then she references an EF1. I have no idea because there's no words associated with an EF, so I am unclear what it means, and I don't know the levels from 0 to 1. Again, it's not clear, and on the television, it does not really go into like a learning kind of information session, perhaps, is the best way to say it.
Well, the tri-state looked more like the Midwest this weekend. Officials confirming today a fourth tornado.
So I live on the northeast.
Long Island on Saturday. That's a total of 7 that ripped through New York and through Connecticut. And this was some of the wildest video we saw out of Suffolk County. A powerful twister blowing debris onto cars on the Sunrise Highway in Mastic and Shirley. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but people are certainly racing to clean up right now. This is Chopper 4 capturing the extent of the damage today. Roofs ripped off, trees, power lines knocked over. And 2 days later, there is still a big mess left behind. News 4's Pacey Chang is live in East Islip now, which is one of the hard-hit areas. Pacey?
And Adam, this truly is remarkable. This tree may have stood in this spot for decades, but it was no match for the storm that touched down here on Saturday. Take a look at this tree, toppled down to the ground. It took the roots out from the ground. That's how powerful this was. And this is the result of 4 tornadoes that touched down on Long Island this weekend, including East Islip and Oakdale.
This obviously is important. These are the root systems of the tree, but also if you look for the bark of the tree, it's slightly different out in a different county than it is for the ones that I was reporting on in Queens in my area. I have a mixture. I live in it's not suburban. I live in an urban community, but it's not a metropolis urban. It's a different version of urban, slight village feel, train station, that kind of thing. So there is a difference. And I have a mixed bark on the tree. I have mixed arborvitae in the local area.
Cell phone video captures the violent winds as severe weather hit over the weekend on Long Island, including 4 tornadoes.
Well, that's, natural disaster. And then, I hope, they wouldn't repair my house and then, the car.
This Uniondale woman is talking about her neighbor's roof, lifted in the air by a confirmed tornado, now sitting on her driveway and crushing one of her cars. Tree crews were busy today, cutting away this tree that was leaning against a power line and affecting surface in their neighborhood. From Nassau to Suffolk, the damage was severe and concentrated. In East Islip, it appears Holland's Lane got the brunt of the damage.
It was thunder, lightning, raining, and then these terrible winds came through. And it lasted maybe about 45 seconds.
But long enough to take down not 1, but 2 trees, including this massive oak that narrowly missed her cars. Karen Parker says there was virtually no warning.
I wasn't aware that it was a tornado. Yeah, I did not get any alerts on my phone, and there wasn't
So now she didn't receive any like alerts about this national weather emergency, but there's another gentleman on Long Island that they interview after, and he did.
Much damage in the rest of the neighborhood.
Yeah, this is a mess.
Wow, Peter McCarthy wasn't as lucky, or was he?
Well, the alarm went off on the phone.
That said what?
Get your moving, basically.
The next thing he knew, this skylight shattered and a tree was on his house, crushing his roof and causing the ceiling to cave.
Glass from the skylight blew and all that stuff, so.
So it was very loud, too.
Yeah, like a freight train.
Around Hollins, some cars were damaged and other trees were downed by the strong winds, while some homes were spared. Today, we learned there was a fourth tornado that struck the West Hampton Beach area, ripping apart the back of a Suffolk DPW building holding 2,500 tons of road salt.
We have not seen 3 tornadoes touch down in Suffolk County since the early 90s. I think it's only the second time in history.
It is Pacey Chang there reporting from Long Island on the tornadoes. But the question now is, how rare are these tornadoes here in the tri-state? We've heard that being said, but let's bring in Storm Team 4 Chief Meteorologist Janice Huff to give us understanding of just how rare, Janice.
Adam, so rare for Long Island. It's never been happened in the month of November. Since 1950, records going back, no November tornadoes on record for Long Island. However, it's the first one in Nassau County since 2006 when you look at the broad scale of things. Only the 9th in Nassau County since 1950. There have been 28 tornadoes on record in Suffolk County. That's for any month in any year. The last Suffolk County tornado was in 2019, so just a couple of years ago, but that wasn't in November. Remember, never in November have we seen tornadoes there. So we've had four tornado touchdowns on Long Island. They were all right along the coast. That huge line moved through and individual cells spawned the tornadoes as they moved east. Here's the one from Nassau County that on Saturday at 2:37 with 85-mile-per-hour winds from Woodmere all the way over to Levittown. Then we had the second cell that was an EF0, weak tornado, but a lot of damage.
See, that's where I would have said EF0. I asked my mom, I was like, do you know what an EF0 is? And she's like, no. But again, because it's so rare for us in this section of the world, this is a new, for us anyway, it's a new alphabet, I don't even have a word for what it is because I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, I don't have a concept for it. I don't have a construct. I don't know how it happens. I don't know what's involved. If there's multiple features, it's so unknown to us that it's like unbeknownst.
A 50-yard wide path and 900 yards long. Then we had the third storm that was from Shirley and Massac all the way up to South Manor. That was a little bit stronger. And then the fourth storm was an EF0 from Remsenburg over to West Hampton. So the weather's quieter now, thank goodness. No tornadoes are in the forecast, but some more cold air and some more warm air too, and we'll time that out coming up. Back to you.
Okay, Janice, thanks. We have breaking news right now out of Aurora, Colorado. 5 teenagers have been shot in a park. Right
So
by
it's, that's the actual weather pattern that they've got going on here. It is so painful to walk. Alright, so this is, again, where I've been reporting from in this almost no hair, bald, blind spot and deaf spot. There's only so much that I'm able to try to catch and off of that television, but I don't have, they say it's today, November 15th, 2021. They say live, but I know that that gets confusing in time and space with crime because they plan their programming in order to have spots and things, and then live things come up in like a breaking news, I guess, kind of a way. I mean, I'm not in the industry and I don't have any contacts to ask, but I know that even though they're saying it, it's not necessarily always live for the moments. There are segments that could possibly be taped before they hit the production line based on how much breaking news there is. I mean, theoretically, that would make most sense. But it is star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken.